Hey YouTube, it's that dude named Dave and welcome to my channel. Before we get started, we have to do the price of admission. Like, subscribe, and the bell notification below. Look, I see you guys are watching all my videos, but you're all not subbed yet. So let me help you by helping me out here. Give you guys a few seconds to do this. Okay, few seconds, we have that out the way, no long intros. So today's video, we're coming back to Kevin Samuels. He had a young woman call in asking questions regarding dating and how long to wait for the touch barrier, and as well as how long to wait for actually having sex. This is a decent one here. So let's get to the video. We're gonna let Kevin cook in. We're gonna try to make this make sense.
6 months.
Give me a numerical time frame that logical, systematic men can understand. If you can't do that, no offense, but I'm going to bid you a good evening.
6 months.
6 months before they touch you. Put their hand on the small of your back.
Okay.
6 months before what?
6 months before intercourse.
6 months. You're out 6 months. You're insane. But I want to hear out why you think somebody should wait 6 months.
6 months, y'all waiting?
Can he fuck your sister?
Ooh.
A man,
Can he have sex with your best friend while he's waiting on you?
if we're not together, yeah.
Good.
I don't believe that.
He can
Are
do
you paying? Are you paying for 100% of the dates while he's waiting on you?
no, but if he
No. No man is going to. It is not reasonable to expect a man to fund 6 months of sexless dating. So you fund it. Why wouldn't that be fair?
I don't think it wouldn't be fair, but
Yeah. 6 months. 6 months before
She kinda
intercourse,
tongue-tied
when
now.
should the touch barrier? I mean, him put his hand on the small of your back, your butt, something like that. When should your inside of your leg intimacy touching?
a few weeks.
A few weeks. When should a kiss happen? A deep, passionate kiss.
Seriously?
A few weeks.
Which a few weeks means how many? 3?
A consistent date. But if it's like, oh,
Consistent, what does that mean? How many dates a week?
more than 4.
So you think you should get 12 dates before a man kisses you?
I had to pause that here. There's a reason why I played this video here, because so many women operate like this, making guys wait and seeing they can get all the energy from the guy while they have their needs attended to. Fellas, let's just be honest here. If a woman is not allowing you to break the touch barrier, we're not saying having sex on the first date, but to break that barrier, to get that awkwardness out the way, to let you know she's allowing you to come in, you are able to come in, you can guys kind of have this intimate setting to get to know each other better. If that is not happening on the first date, she is not feeling you. She look at you maybe as just a friend and good association to have good time with as far as like dinner and talking, things of that nature. But if you cannot break the touch barrier on the first date, fellas, you are just a friend, like our old friend Bismarcky would say. Ooh boy, this is so interesting. This is getting bad already. Let's get back to the video.
I can't say it.
Yeah. You just said a few weeks, 3 weeks, more than 4. So that's at least 12 weeks of dating
12 weeks?
before a man kisses
If
you.
it's one date a week.
Hold on. Hold on. Guys, are you waiting that long just for a kiss? Now, let's be honest. Sometimes, depending on the date, you might feel a little bit awkward, depending on how she is viewed. Let's say that you do have a church going girl. You're going to at least try to go for the kiss on the cheek, a little peck, things of that nature. She is talking about waiting months. Know what we call these guys? booty calls. She ain't checking for you. She's checking for the time that you can give her. Let's get back to the video. This is bad.
Week.
You said 4 dates a week.
4 dates a week?
Very well. And I want you to understand why you at 20 years old, you're setting yourself up to die alone. Because
Okay.
you can't even say this shit would make sense. It makes no sense. Amen. This is what I'm telling you. Between the first woman, 27 years old with a 9-year-old, talking about you got to wait till marriage to have sex with her. Then we got the 20-year-old talking about you got to wait 6 months, and then you got to give me at least 12 dates before we even kiss.
That is crazy. And I showcased that video last week regarding a woman who's 27 years old. She's from Panama in California, and she wants a man to wait for marriage because she's walking in God now. I want to put this out to all my church folks because ever since that video, y'all coming all out the woodworks. And you want to know something? Y'all funny as hell. Because here's what I got to add here. Just because someone says they're Christian or someone says they are walking with Christ or God does not make them a God-fearing person or does not make them a Christian. That's only lip service. Christians out here want to come out and say, oh, she's doing the right thing because this is what God wants and this is what the Bible says here. Let me ask you this question. And I'm going to throw it out there in my videos. I say this all the time. For you church folks out there, faith without works is dead. So for you guys saying that's the case here, these women are not practicing Christians. They are not virgins. They are not out here saying that, you know what though, I did my stuff here, and now that I'm in a church here, I'm following my pastor and the leads he gives from the scriptures here, and this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life to find the said man to fulfill my need of a nuclear family. No. This is not what's happening here. We have modern women who are dating and making up the rules as they go as far as how they want their man to be and what they're looking for and how they spend their time with. So for your Christian folks out here, stop it. Stop it, because these women are not Christians. They are saying it only in lip service. And then in the fact that they are not virgins, your scriptures do not apply. They only apply if you have someone who is dedicated and walking in the light. So if y'all gonna quote these scriptures, y'all need to go somewhere because this does not apply with these women here in 2022. Let's get back to the video.
If those are your dating rules and parameters, okay. But I just want you to understand why men will choose to not deal with you.
Okay, why?
Because no one's gonna wait that long.
Exactly.
How long?
No, man. See, that's the thing. This is what we need to start doing with ladies, gentlemen. Stop giving them the answer. They need to figure it out. Stop dealing with them. Ask them these questions up front. How long before the touch barrier? How long before a kiss? How long before sex? Hold them to a number. Because if we were dating and you said, oh, 6 months before sex and at least 3 weeks before you break the touch barrier and the same time before we kiss, I'd say, okay. Nice getting to know you. Hope you find what you're looking for. We wouldn't have any more conversation because that is unreasonable.
Well,
That means
It is unreasonable. Pausing again, and I want to point again from my last comment here. I'll talk about the church folks here. Now, if a woman is truly a virgin, she is saving herself for marriage. She has not defiled herself with all the streets that's out here with the Pookies and Ray Rays and the Tyrones of the world here, right? We will wait in that rare instance. But let's be honest, how many women today are really practicing virgins and are saving themselves from marriage? You literally have to go to a church, a pastor who's promoting singles ministry here. And none of these women are going to church. None of these women are finding and doing their own homework to find someone who's promoting this singles ministry here. So that's why I'm bringing that point up here again. Let's back to the video.
that means you are far more valuable than me. And that is not how this works. I'm more valuable than you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And that's the problem. Women today massively overinflate their time and their value when none of these women are virgins.
That's what I'm just saying.
And they didn't make the dude they fell in love with wait 6 months to smash. They didn't make some other guy wait 3 weeks. They just want to extract as much time, attention, and resources, which is just, might as well just call it prostitution. Why don't we just put a number on it, give you $1,500 and just get to the fucking.
And that's what's happening today.
How do you know that they have?
Excuse me? I didn't hear you, broke up.
How do you know that they haven't waited? Like, how do you know that a woman hasn't waited for that long or and wait for that long?
Yeah, convince me that somebody's waited for 12 weeks to kiss you.
It happens all the time.
Okay, I'm gonna do you a favor.
What?
Remember who you're talking to.
I'm saying that.
I'm talking about you.
Okay.
Convince me that the standard wait time to kiss you is 12 weeks.
"12 weeks is not. It's a time. I would adjust.
What?
That's what you said, man.
Right.
I know, but I can't adjust my answer. No.
No,
Why?
because that's what came out of your mouth first. You said.
I'm pausing that here because this is another point in my comment section lately. Women say what they say. Then after Kevin or any videos that we may have where we just dissect it, we really break it down. And then we have people caping for this woman saying, well, you know what though, maybe she didn't really mean that because she's nervous. These are adults. You ask questions, then it comes out of their mouth and you get the answer. Now, here's the caveat and here's an exception. If someone says, ask a question and the answer says 2, wait, I'm sorry, I misspoke, it was 3. If you right away because you spoke too fast, that's one thing. Kevin asked a series of questions that was lined up. Minutes had went by where he was building up to this point, and now we're here, and she said, can I change my answer? No. We're holding you accountable. You are an adult. We know what you said. We know what we heard here. So when this happens here, we're staying on code. We're staying on the road here. You just can't say, oh, I want to change my answer now. Nah, that should have worked when we started the conversation. You misspoke. What happened is that you heard all this information and it sounds dang wrong. And now you want to switch it up. Doesn't work that way here. And that's for people in the comment section. We take the words that people say and then we use that for the dialogue. If that's the case, then why even have the conversation? If you can say whatever you want and it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the video.
6 months before sex, and you said at least 12 dates, 3 weeks, 4 dates, at least 4 dates a week. No, you can't adjust it. Because if women start adjusting after they understand the numbers, this is what comes out of y'all's mouth. Because let's be honest, you want to make sure a man is over invested and you are minimally invested. Then my question to you, when does the scale balance? If you want a man to invest 12 dates and all this money and time and attention, and your investment is here and his is here, when does your investment meet his?
My investment meets his, I guess, when he does smash.
So in other words, your sex is worth more than his.
Yes.
You're insane.
I'm pausing that to let that sink in. Not just her. This is what women think. That what they offer, and in this instance here, their sex is worth more than us and than what we give. Even though that we have to bring all these things from the first date on, a woman can hold out all these things here, and that is what's more important, the weight scale that he brought here. Y'all hear this? Y'all listening? Fellas, y'all get this? Ladies, y'all heavy. The stats show that y'all been commenting, and I'm seeing y'all coming here. You guys co-signed this here? You see what men are going through right now? Let's get back to the video.
But I want you guys to understand that's how they really think. They think their vagina is more valuable than our penis. They do. And the thing is, you can't make that make sense to women who are not virgins.
Exactly.
This is why they keep saying, I'm a 10 and I am the table. But you got to admit, to be intellectually honest, you know that sounds crazy. Do you really believe that a man's time, attention, resources, and everything else he's invested, and then you just decide to have sex with him? That means, so a date, an average date, let's say an average date, you're 20 years old, let's make it moderate. Wait, what city are you in?
DC.
Chocolate
DC,
City.
have $75. $70, $35 a person. $70. 12 dates, that's $840 worth of dates. If they're just $70 dates. That's not including his time. A man will be invested $2,000 in cash and time and attention to have sex with you one time.
Y'all hear this?
$2,000. Okay. I got news for you, ladies. You're not gonna like what I'm about to say. And I'll go get the numbers on it, but I was telling a woman when I was in Vegas at the strip club this. The going rate for, this is not my terminology, but the going rate for a shot of coochie.
Oh,
What do you think it is? What do you think it is?
what do y'all think it is? The comment section.
How much
What do y'all
money?
think?
Uh-huh.
How much y'all paying?
Going rate.
Or who you know is
The
paying?
average going rate for, let's just call it a shot. Let's just call it a shot.
Who's paying for the shot and how much y'all paying?
You're gonna say something under $10,
No, I'm not.
under $20.
No, it's about $40.
Okay.
$40. That ain't even a date, dear.
Okay. Now, in certain areas, it might be a little different. I want the comment section to go on this here. There's no judgments here because you know what though, when it comes to dating, we are all paying. Let's just put that out the way. Whether you find that special someone and it's just you and her and you're paying for the dates, meals, everything like that, or you find yourself an arrangement and you just pay up front so that you don't have to deal with the hassle later. Whatever the case may be, if you're not paying any money and it's your time, we're all paying. But from Kevin's here, when it comes to a shot, you don't, we all go through this here. I want to know what y'all doing. How much does it cost? Ladies, what are y'all charging? I want to see this here. This should be interesting. Back to the video.
Right. That's one half of the day.
That's what the going rate is, and it's only going down.
So one half.
It's only going down. And you know what? When you ask women who are in the sex trade for life, for a living, they'll confirm, yeah, prices are coming down. See, modern women who are in the sex, now you can't go on what strippers think. Strippers are in the hustle game. They think that you go on, no.
Different ball game.
$40. $40. Now most women think $40 and going down.
Why?
Because women are swiping left, swiping right. You made it very clear that you only want the top 5% of men for a multitude of reasons. And the conversation we're having right now, men aren't crazy. Ain't nobody gonna pay no $2,000 worth of time when ain't nobody else having. Unless you think every man's supposed to invest $2,000+ worth of his time and money into you,
No.
and you're not investing that in him.
I've never. I wouldn't, and I don't say that every man has to do that.
That's the problem. And thank you. And that's the problem. You ladies have variable pricing. That's like you go into a place and you want to buy that sweater and they charge you one price and they charge another woman a different price. You raise all kind of cane. You raise all kind of hell.
And on that note, I'm going to stop the video here because that is a good point to stop on here. Women changing the price or the standards from guy to guy here, and us men recognizing that here. So let's recap here. This was a doozy here, right? So many things that we can point out that my tribe, and I know I'm gonna see in the comment section, have gone through this every day. In the past, present, and and it was gonna happen in the future. Women changing the standards of what intimacy technically cost. And then we have people who want to justify these things by using the church. Here's the thing. If you are not a virgin, these things do not apply. You cannot expect men to wait for sex, intimacy, touch, kissing, things of that nature for 4 dates, 12 dates, 3 months, 6 months, the case may be, when we know for a fact that you're dealing with other men that you're not even that same requirement. There's the Pookies and Ray Rays and the Tyrones who can get it on the first night. Now, there's gonna be people in the comment sections, you know what, that dude? A woman can what she wants. She can do what she want to do, and that is her choice. That's true. Yes, you can. Your body, your choice, you're a grown adult, you hold all these actions to yourself. But when we see these things here, don't expect us to accept it and pay the higher price when you did all your dirt, all your dastardly things when you're younger, and now you want to raise the cost here and think that we're supposed to wait. Ladies, no man in his right mind, the man that you want, let me put that right here. There's gonna be men who will wait, but the type of man that you will respect, the kind of man that you want and the kind of man that you want to live out the rest of your days with, he is not waiting 6 months for sex, especially if you are not a virgin. And that can be confirmed and proven. He is not waiting 12 dates just so that he can go ahead and put an arm around you or put his hand on the back there, the inside of your thigh, that touch barrier that showcase intimacy when we're hanging out and knowing that we are getting closer in our bonding here. A man is not going to wait. And for men, if this is the case where you've gone on a couple of dates and you may not recognize it and there is nothing going on here, she does not have any interest in you romantically here. She may think of you as a good friend. You guys can hang out and spend a good amount of time, have dinner, talk on the phone, things of that nature. She is using you only for the energy that she requires that time, and she doesn't look at you in that romantic interest where that you may think that's the case because you're taking her out. So ladies, you need to readjust your scales. Understand that if you want the proper outcomes, if you want what you want here, that's to the peak of what your life can be, you have to think about what that man also wants in return. It's not all about you. That selfishness is only gonna get you so far, because what's gonna happen? In your 20s, you can get away with that. You're at your peak, all the men want you, whether they're young or old. Get to the danger zone. Get to your 30s and 40s where all these women are calling in the Kevin Samuels show or the Kendra G show or whatever show. And they're wondering, where are all the men? It's because you have not asked yourself the question, what do the men that I want require? And am I able to give that to them? Comment, like, subscribe, click on the bell notification below. I want to see what you guys think on this video here. Let's ask a question here. Men, are you waiting 6 months for sex, knowing that this woman is not a virgin? And ladies, are you making men wait the same amount of time, the 90-day rule, etc.? Are you putting these same parameters on men, knowing that you're not a virgin and also you are not living in Christ and in the church? I want to see you here. Until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. See y'all later, YouTube world.